getting to know what somebody likes to read tells you a lot about their personality. And, are they into, spy thrillers, or are they into self-help like I am? I'm constantly reading self-help books. Hi, and welcome to Beyond the Paycheck. I'm Paula Christine. So this weekend, I was hanging out with some of my friends, and I was like, hey guys, I need a topic for a podcast, my next podcast. And we started talking about the cost of dating and how expensive it can be. So I thought, let's come up with 10 different dating ideas that are free or cost, very minimal. One of our favorites, the standard picnic in the park. So pack some sandwiches, fruit, drinks, and head to a nearby park for a picnic. It's nice. You get to enjoy each other's company. Maybe you bring along a Frisbee, maybe a deck of cards. You get to have some great conversation. You get to watch other people in the park. People watching is always fun and always free. Next, we came up with taking a hike or a nature walk. So I did that this weekend with some of my friends too. I had a very busy weekend. So we went to this Cranbrook, which is near my home in Michigan. And it is a school, and it also has these, I think they said like 300 and some odd acres, that might be too much, of just beautiful grounds and flower gardens and art. It's a really cool place. But we walked around and enjoyed looking at the history and the architecture, and we got some exercise. We've had some great conversation. It was just a really cool event. And again, it didn't cost us anything. And one thing, since they were mostly my single girlfriends and I, we were, kind of looking on at the couples and that were walking around together and thinking, wow, what a cool date that would be. Another idea that we came up is, to find a spot away from the city lights where you can see the stars pretty clearly. You can download that stargazing app and you can identify the constellations and the planets. And, it's kind of romantic, actually. Bring a bottle of wine. Could be a pretty cool date. Cooking or baking together. Now, you could choose a recipe you both like, or you could come up with something new. Like if it's making a homemade pizza or cookies or a fancy dinner. I always like when I cook with friends or a date, it's a lot of fun to, play the music, you have a glass of wine, you're having a great conversation. And then all of a sudden you have a spontaneous dance party and he's whirling you around the floor, or if you're with your girlfriends, you're just up and dancing. It makes for a very fun night. And then you get to enjoy the dinner together and have some great conversation. That might be one of my favorite things to do is cooking with a spontaneous dance party. Now, I also did this weekend too, went to an art gallery, and that was also a free event. There's no admission charges. We got to look at local artists in Detroit, display their work, and it was pretty cool. You got to meet some of the artists. We got to talk to some of the other people that were there and got their thoughts and impressions on the different artwork. I was pretty cool going to an art gallery. It was actually an art gallery opening and hadn't been to one in a long time, but that was a lot of fun. Another thing that I enjoy doing, and we talked about, is volunteering together. It's very important for me to give back. I have a very blessed life, so I think it's important to give back to the community. And you can find a cause that you both care about and go. So what are some of your options? Local food banks, participating at a cleanup at a park or on a beach, volunteering at an animal shelter. I've been volunteering at this place close to my home who provides clothing and other things for foster children for Christmas, or just like if they're going, back to school season, for summer coming up, that we are packing clothes and different things to share with the foster kids in the neighborhood. I've also done feeding the homeless. I worked with Habitat for Humanity, where I got to pick up some different skills. So those are all great opportunities to work together, and you kind of get to see what kind of person they are and how they handle maybe different challenges. If it was, doing work at Habitat for Humanity, also seeing their compassion if they're working with the homeless. Now, I know that summer's coming up and there's a lot of outdoor movie nights and concerts in the park. So those are always a great free event to do. Pack your blanket, some snacks. You could do, this would be a good idea too, is pack your laptop and go to a quiet place and watch your own movie. Pick a movie, nice romantic movie, of course, a chick flick, and, watch that in the park. Now, I've also not really seen, but I've heard of other people, putting up a blanket on their wall or their garage door, and they have a projector and projecting it onto not a blanket, but a sheet, projecting it onto the sheet and having a romantic movie night together. Oh, that sounds kind of nice too. Another favorite choice of mine is the do-it-yourself spa night. So, create that relaxing spa experience at home with that special person. It doesn't have to be anything expensive. Everybody has some candles around the house, some soft music, get some essential oils. You could possibly even get those facial masks, foot soaks. There's so many things that you can do. You can buy like facial masks at CVS or wherever your local pharmacy is for just a couple bucks, but you could also make some with some avocado, some honey, some oatmeal. You could also take a bath with some bath bombs. I mean, there's just so many things that you can do for a do-it-yourself spa night, which could potentially lead to a lot of other things. I guess I probably shouldn't say that, but anyway, you know what I mean. Another idea is a bookstore. I like to frequent the used bookstore where I can pick up books for $1. But that would be fun. You go over to the bookstore, maybe you grab a coffee on your way, you kind of explore the bookstore, maybe you pick out a book for each other. And then when they're done reading it, you can share, your thoughts on the book. You can explore different genres. Getting to know what somebody likes to read tells you a lot about their personality. And, are they into, spy thrillers, or are they into self-help like I am? I'm constantly reading self-help books. And I get to learn more even about my friends when we talk about different books. And it's a great way to share your thoughts and your ideas and a bit of your personality. Now, I know that was the 10, but I'll have to share one of my favorite dates that I went on was ice cream. I love ice cream. And we went to a local ice cream place. We got our ice cream, and then we just went for a walk around the neighborhood. And we discussed houses. Like, do you like this house? Do you like that house? What would you change? What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? Do you like brick? Do you like siding? It was just kind of fun. Do you like, the older houses, or do you like the more modern? And you get to really know about somebody and their likes and dislikes when it comes to their home, and which could help you make a decision if that person is right for you or not. But that is it. So I hope you've got some great ideas. If you have some that I didn't think of, please feel free to send them to me at paula@paulachristine.com. And if you want to check out some of my other resources, check out my website at paulachristine.com. Thanks, and I'll talk to you soon.